Hello and welcome back to Pokelocked News. It's been a couple of weeks since we've last brought a iteration of the news to you, but we have got plenty to talk about in this week's update. We've got news from really all aspects of things, haven't we, Bale? I think the last live we did around news was the Pokemon Day announcements, which we had. Yeah, we were thrown quite a lot at us, to be honest, wasn't it? Way more than I was expecting. I think you pretty much called all of it, but...
Well, what can I say? Cafe Remix is here to stay.
Done. End it. That's the title.
Yeah, news. Cafe Remix is still going. I don't know how.
You've seen a fair few of these now, haven't you? And get the you get the feel of it, but... We did get a few twists thrown in, a few updates that maybe we weren't expecting. There was rumours of, especially Megas that we will get onto a bit later, coming back, which we're very excited about. Well, I am. I know some people aren't too excited about it, but I've always loved the Mega cards and just how they look in the games. Really cool. So let's dive in with our first article, shall we? So... First thing I want to talk about is just a little TCG update in terms of products we're getting. So, coming up in the end of March, we've got Journey Together releasing on the 28th. Now, we've managed to secure some pre-orders for that. So, hopefully, I think we'll try and open something on the channel. That would be ideal. I have got a booster box coming. So, I'm going to...
Are you gonna rip the whole thing?
I think that'd be pretty cool to do a booster... That'll be our first booster box on the channel. Which would be pretty
rather
cool.
Than Japanese.
Yeah,
or
maybe
Korean.
we have to do that in person. I feel that's quite a lot to get through for one person.
That's 36 packs.
36 packs.
You're going to have to get the thimbles
yeah.
out, aren't you?
So I'd quite like to do that, and we've got some ETBs coming, and I think I've ordered like a few little packs or like a triple pack or something, little things like that. We will see what arrives and what doesn't. I think
if anything arrives
exactly.
at all.
Yeah, if anything.
Let's be honest. Yeah.
And then coming up a bit later, we've got some more prismatic bits coming out. I think tomorrow, actually. So that's Friday the 7th, if you're watching this in the past. We've got the prismatic booster bundle, which is the 6 packs, coming out.
Slated for release.
Slated for release, or pre-order release. And then also the Super Premium collection. Super Premium. Which is going to be fairly hard to get your hands on, I think. This retails
ETB on steroids.
Yes, exactly. This retails for £90, but you do get 15 packs inside of this. So,
interesting.
You can see on the side there, Eevee and friends make a rainbow of fun. I mean, it looks pretty cool from the outside, but
plus you do get the Eevee pouch.
You get the Eevee pouch deck box.
Well, yeah.
Turning up to that in your games, I think you're going to get some style points. And there's somebody in my locals that plays with a Pikachu, one of those. Must be from another collection. It's awesome.
Fantastic.
Really cool playmat. Big fan of that.
To be fair, that is cool.
I know. To be fair, I quite like just simple playmats and clean. But to be honest, that's quite nice.
Yep. Chill, like it.
And we're also getting these. These are new. So. You remember I've recently bought that Charizard the League Battle deck?
Yes.
I was going to do a review on that shortly. So now they're switching to rival battle decks. And
so you get 2 decks in one?
So I don't think you get 2 decks. I think it's still one deck that's like ready to play. However, now, you see the illustration rare on the front?
Yes.
That is exclusive to these battle decks.
Oh.
So we've got Marnie's Morpeko, and Steven's Beldum. I love that's a cool card. Just hands down, that's a cool card.
Hey, to be fair, that's the only time you ever see Beldum show emotion.
Yeah,
in his eye.
Little So I am keen on that. I quite like the idea of having these illustration rares as an exclusive. I think it will. Even if people buy the packs just for the illustration rares, they'll have a usable deck straight away. So maybe that might encourage some more play. Maybe that's what they're going for, to just try and sell more deck kind of style products, which is quite interesting. And then we have the Slashing Legends tins coming as well. Koraidon, and we've also got, I think, is that Hops one? No, that's just a normalization. And they will be coming further down the line as well. There's some controversy on this article, as GameStop in America are now selling things above the MSRP label, which I've heard can get you into trouble in some like if you've got distribution rights with certain retailers that you have to like you're contracted to sell it at a certain price. So I wonder how this works in terms of just public perception isn't great on it though, is it? It's like Pokemon have told you to sell it at this price. This is the recommended price. What's your reasonings for shoving an extra $10 on top?
Profit, my friend.
Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah. So they're still having some issues and teething problems with their PSA submissions. So people can go to GameStop and do their submissions through them now. But there's been a few bumps along the road of that. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'd quite like that service in the UK. Don't really know how that's going to happen, but if you wanted to grade a card, you could just pop into your Sports Direct or your game, that sort of shop, and it's boxed up, and you can just post it through them, and they're kind of your courier, insurer, that sort of thing, or just a more accessible way to grade. Right now, I'm not 100% confident. I don't like sending my stuff off, obviously having it been stolen before.
Yeah.
Sending things in the post, I'm not a huge fan of. So I think I'd just rather hand something over in person. Personally.
And then have a specific courier service.
Yeah, and it's insured and all of that after the fact. But just to know that I'm physically handing it over and nothing can happen in that space, then that would just give me a bit more peace of mind. But maybe we'll see that a bit further down the line.
Yeah.
So lots of cool new products on their way. And we also have a little look at Journey Together. So this is the set coming, as we mentioned, at the end of March. This will be the sort of first set that builds into the rotation of TCG. So I think it's the 11th of April, basically any card with a yellow border, and there's a few exclusions to that, will be unplayable in the TCG game. So a lot of these Journey Together cards, people are already trying to come up with decks and how to use it. The Battle Partners is already out in Japan. So we've seen people play around with decks, but when the rest of the world gets this in their hands, who knows what people are going to start coming up with. So really cool. One of our favourites is this big whale lord here.
He's a big boy.
Awesome looking card. Who knows? People might be able to do some cool things with him. You saw the Salamence, didn't you? EX.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
That looks cool.
Flying through the sky.
I like the full art on that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Articuno. There was that amazing Articuno illustration rare in the Battle Partners. That one.
Yes.
I'm a big fan
please.
of that one. Yeah. So many.
There's
the Brock one.
Yes, Rokos Erkundung. For some reason, it's in German. No, I have opened Battle Partners. A video on that is coming very soon. Open a whole box of the Japanese cards, but obviously there's only 5 cards per pack.
Yeah.
With the Japanese ones, so some of these cards I've seen and held.
You may see, yeah. So keep an eye out. Yeah, good plug.
I'll spoiler it now. Sadly, not the Articuno. But we do get
box.
some good stuff. We do get some good next box. Jeez.
I've been trying to visit, but whenever I'm out and about now in a new town, I try and have a look if there's a Pokemon store just to pop in and see what it's like. The experience between stores is quite. I don't know what else people found, but it's so different from what I find. You'll either come across a store selling things at MSRP, really friendly, happy to help. They do trades that are in their favour. That's absolutely fine. They offer single cards at a reasonable price, market price, great experience. Then some I've walked into and they're selling things not even at market. They're like market value, and then they chuck another £30 on top. Like. I've seen all of it at the moment. So interesting to see how different people run their business, but there's definitely one feels very transactional, quite cold. Obviously, they're looking at their profit margins, and the other one feels like an actual be part of the hobby sort of feel to it. So there's more and more popping up now. There's quite a lot of people getting into that space. So keep an eye out and. Who knows? Maybe we'll do like a little series where we can pop into a few stores and see what they're like. We never know. So we'll keep you posted on that. Lots happening in the TCG universe. Anything else we wanted to cover on there? We've got Heatwave Arena coming up. That's got some cards like... Let's pop onto here.
That does have some cards, Dev.
Yes,
you
more
right.
cards.
It
Everything's just cards. Lots of cards. Cynthia's Garchomp. This is the special illustration rare, or will be.
Sick.
This is going to be the half of the set that makes up the Team Rocket set coming later in the year. So we still don't know what the other half of that looks like. Are Dark Pokemon going to make a return? We haven't seen any Dark Pokemon yet.
No.
So,
I don't know.
But I mean, I'd be, they've already got the whole partners thing going on, so.
Very true.
Yep. I don't know why to overcomplicate it, but let's wait and see. That'll be fun to see that set. The Destined Rival is coming out in May, so we will keep a look. I can't believe the pace of this stuff moving. It seems like you comes out, you get a month to kind of try and get your hands on it. Get to open a few packs, play with a few cards, and the next thing you know, here comes the next set.
Very true.
Very true. I need to start financing some better ways to acquire cards here. This is getting really expensive. I'm sure you can feel that.
Who doesn't love inflation, Dave? Yeah. Who doesn't love inflation? It's the best.
If we had a pretty good chat about Mega Pokemon on our stream from the Pokemon days, so we're not going to touch too much on that here. But they're coming back. They're coming back. 2025. We've got Gardevoir and Lucario leaked already, or not leaked, but they've shown us that. They look pretty straightforward at the moment. Like, they do very similar things. They kind of have one move which is a bit of damage, attach energy, that sort of thing, and then one Mega Punch kind of thing.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see some more variety there. And the key thing here is that they're worth 3 prizes rather than 2, so that might change the meta up a little bit. Are they something that a lot of people missed when they showed the cards was it's still in development. So they could add things onto the cards. It could be like, maybe you can only have one Mega in your deck. Like, you can only have one A-Spec. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep an eye out on any more news on those. I'm still trying to collect the old Mega Pokemon cards. So, just because, again, I think they're awesome. Childhood memories, nostalgia. I think they just look great. So, it'd be cool to see how these look. These are just the basic ones, but when we see special illustration rares of Mega Lucario, then my wallet's going to be thrown at the screen. Let's just say that. Cool, okay.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, so should we move on to a bit of news about our upcoming Pokemon game this year?
Oh, well. Obviously, brace yourselves. It's coming in 2025.
Late.
December 31st. So Legends EA, after a year of waiting, that's when the last trailer dropped, 1 year ago, on the last Pokemon Day, where they said, hey, we're making this thing. Now they have finally released a trailer of the thing. So they showed a bit more of, however you name it, Lumoy City.
Yes.
From obviously the Kalos region, Gen 6, making a comeback. As you can see, the starters on the screen. Lots of intrigue that 2 Gen 2 starters were used. Lots of people were up in arms about that. Lots of people were very praising of the rise of King Totodile. Pretty tepid reaction. And Chikorita, it's there. I feel, bless her.
No,
bless Chikorita.
Unloved, isn't it? Really, it really doesn't get much attention.
I remember when original Gold and Silver Gold and Silver came out. So when I was a wee lad, I used to obviously play the games till Kingdom Come. And I'd play through the whole game, then play through the whole game again, but choose different Pokemon, different stars, etc. The time I did Chikorita, I had the worst experience ever. Because it was weak against literally everything and was a garbage man. So I was like, give me Cyndaquil back. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Yeah.
Come with me, my lovely fiery little mouse.
Well, especially in that lineup. It wasn't. It was very hard to not pick. It was easy, to not pick Chikorita. Yeah. I feel like there wasn't much drawing you in that way to play it. So here,
going from the strength of Bulbasaur to the kind of midness of Chikorita was very much the rug being pulled from under you. However, the most interesting thing they did show was the new battle mechanic. Obviously, in the previous Legends game, you could, you yourself as a player could run around and kind of get in the way of the moves in a weird way, but it wouldn't really affect you.
Yeah, I've not seen that yet. But
Now, however, you can move and your Pokemon follows you, so you can actually actively dodge attacks, which looks quite cool as a feature. Lots more kind of interactivity with actually like trying to get moves to work, and you can cut rather than in the last one you have to be like strong style or fast style. In Legends Arceus, this seems to be very much organized around like there's a little timer before you can use the move again. As you can see there, protect in the bottom right corner.
I think they're kind of calling it like real time, aren't they?
Sort of like real time fighting. It feels new. It feels novel. The fact you can like kind of run around and then your Pokemon just kind of follows you to like dodge I don't know, like a solar beam or something. Feels like it goes against like what the Pokemon would be, but then makes it feel like more the anime. So
I think
where it's like,
I guess these Legends series, the sort of like side series, maybe these are the ones to try these mechanics for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. This is probably the right place, isn't it, in terms of messing around bits. The first couple of questions that really spring to my mind straight away is, one, where does your fight take place? How does that affect your gameplay now? Like we saw one, I think it's here, on a rooftop. That arena is significantly smaller than what we've just seen here, where you can obviously, here you can move about and dodge stuff. Here you're going to fall to your death, kind of thing. So
pretty much, yeah.
So I'm quite interested to see.
In Legends Arceus, you had the same kind of like warning eye thing at the top, which means you're like engaged in a battle,
right?
Or, a Pokemon's clocked you. There was just kind of like open grass, plains, fields was the only place you could, catch stuff. Here seems to be these designated zones with the kind of green, like kind of fences almost type thing to kind of keep Pokemon in and people out, I guess. So that's quite bizarre, but yeah, I totally get it. Where you're on a rooftop, you've got a limited amount of space you can run around in. There's one of the gates into like one of the catching areas. Lots of pentagons everywhere because obviously that was the kind of main Kalos symbol. It feels like you're going to explore more of the city than you could before, which is good. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued how it's going to work.
Yeah. Another one I was thinking I'd be quite interested to see is now does the speed of the move is that an advantage or disadvantage? Something like, I don't know, like a Shadow Ball, or is that a slow moving attack? Let's say might not be, but
is quick attack still quick?
Yeah, like how does projectile speed affect this gameplay if you're able to move and dodge?
I've no idea.
Yeah,
well we'll have to wait till late 25 to find out.
Interesting. Some questions for it though, for sure.
But yeah, they've brought obviously the same kind of catch mechanic back from Legends Arceus, where you can either just yeet a Pokeball and hope, or engage in a battle and weaken them first. Although here it seems like if you wipe out their health bar, they don't faint. So
good
disappear
point.
like
good
they did.
Point.
They just kind of like stand there dazed, which I definitely think's a pro.
So it's almost like you have full swipe on constantly.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, there'll be a big impetus on fashion because obviously it's based on France. So there should be lots of choice of clothing and outfits and hair and all that jazz if that's important to you. But yeah, looks good.
Does look good.
Looks good.
There you go.
I was slightly half hoping they'd kind of tease something else in the pipeline, but I'm glad they're taking their time. They've listened to the fan base. You can catch the mighty Badoo, the king of the TCG,
just saw the little Badoo in this,
as well as a hypnotic rat. So you've got all that going for you. But it feels like, obviously, with the Switch 2 coming out, I feel this is going to look very good on the Switch 2.
Yes.
And utilize the hardware that you've got.
I can't imagine how fast you're going to hit the pre-order button on a Switch 2.
Oh yeah. If I could, I would already pre-order one right now. Obviously, I feel like there's definitely going to be new megas, i.e. for Chikorita line, Tepig line, and Totodile line, because obviously in Legends Arceus they had Hisuian forms of the final starters of Samurott, etc.
Yes.
So I'm intrigued what they're going to do.
A few images here I've not seen yet, so these are quite cool.
Is there going to be any other new Megas? Obviously, there's Mega Gyarados, big boy that he is. How scale works in this game, I'm also intrigued, because obviously Mega Gyarados is a big boy.
Yes.
So hopefully it is not like Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, where they're little tiny chibi people, but instead big monsters like you'd expect. So
well, you think perfect setting really in the middle of a city to really kind of give them that scale. You're surrounded by everything that can to do that. So really good point.
It's my way, Lord.
Yeah. Is that Mega God of War? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is Mega God of War.
Cool.
So I'm hopeful. They're taking their time. Good.
Nice.
I don't mind waiting if it's gonna be good.
Cool. Perfect. Nice little roundup there of the upcoming game. And then a little bit more news on Pocket. We've had I quite liked it was like announced then released. There wasn't much wait around this, was there? I think there's a page for it, isn't there?
Yes. So Triumphant Light was announced in the Pokemon Day spiel. Here's the card list that Dev is lovingly loading up here. So it literally came out on Pokemon... the day after Pokemon Day, so the 28th of Feb. It's got a smaller deck, similar to the Celebi size deck, Mythical, whatever it was. So it got 75 cards, 21 secret rares, total of 96 cards to collect. People are already rocking... they've already kicked out Serperior of Celebi decks and instead put Leafeon EX in because of Forest Breath, which once during a turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you can take an energy card from your zone and attach it to one of your grass types. So you can you can pile the energy on Celebi, swap it out, and absolutely annihilate.
Wow.
There seems to be a lot of Arceus synergy. Obviously, Arceus being the kind of main boy of this set.
Yeah, we've got this like new style hollows, a bit like the Ultra Prisms, which is pretty cool. It's nice.
So anything in that style has a if you have Arceus or Arceus EX active, then thing.
Oh, so it's an actual like Arceus Link kind of thing.
Correct. So if Arceus is on your bench and this one's in the front row, obviously its ability will then activate. So it'll either be resists damage, does more damage. Takes less energy or 0 retreat cost. It's like basically one of those.
I find it amazing that there's a whole team working on how this game works, the art for this game. That it's pretty incredible. It's more popular than the TCG Online. It's massive. It's very very popular.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still very much enjoying it. I find it good fun.
Yeah, I'm opening the packs, but I'm definitely playing less. For sure.
Fair. Yeah, because obviously you're focusing on the actual.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
So,
this card,
I love
though.
I have that.
My! You got it. You got it. Whoa.
Yeah, got it, man. Got it. Also got the Marill card. Love that.
What?
Love him. Yeah, I opened a 10 bomb the other day and got a little bit lucky. Got the Unknown that I've got. This one I don't, so that makes me sad.
Oh, you got the Unknown as well.
I've got the Unknown one.
That is very cool.
I could just load up my phone and tell you. Trying to do this from there. Got the Sudowoodo one. That's fun.
Oh my goodness.
I've got one of the Arceuses. I don't think it's the gold one. I'm gonna have to load up and have a look.
Nice shame in there as well.
Yeah, the shame. I tried to get that through one of the pack things, but it wouldn't let me because it gave me a Magnemite again.
Oh man, that's some really fun cards. Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got the gold Arceus. I might do.
The gold one.
Check it. Yeah, I think so. Proceeds to check his deck list. Hang on, look, because there is an event on at the moment where you can get. Right. So the art ones I got Houndoom, got Marill, Unknown, Sudowoodo, Shaman, and Arceus Gold.
Oh, you got the Shaman and the wow, the gold one's like a 3-star, isn't it?
No, 1 crown. It's a 1 crown. Because he's the big boy.
That's the rare
big boy of the set.
That is awesome.
But yeah, I've not found him yet. Tears cry. But yeah, there's an event on at the moment where if you do loads of battles, you can get loads of XP and you get some other, I don't know what they're called, little emblem things. There's also another one where you can get secret packs to get a Gibble art rare at the moment. if you're doing the solo battles. So yeah, there's lots to see.
Nice. Maybe I'll jump back on then if there's some like events and stuff going on. Worth doing.
My Articuno deck is still doing work. Love him to bits.
Dear. I like how we set that up.
Great.
I was like, Bale, check this out. And you're like, yes.
Yep, I'm in. I'm invested. It has one route, Misty.
That's
it. Always
exactly,
fail.
and it will always fail.
It always fail.
Amazing.
But yeah, that's all I can think of in the TCG Pocket and Z8. And obviously, there's no other news for any other games unless you like Cafe Remix or Pokemon Sleep.
On that pillow talk.
Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah. That's lots happening over the next couple of months. We're going to see some huge releases. I think everything seems to be bubbling up to this Team Rocket release. A lot of anticipation around that. Some of the cards from Heatwave Arena look incredible already. So I'm sure. I just want Pokemon to print enough, please. Print enough so we can open it, have fun, play. Just enjoy it.
We can all enjoy it.
Rather than having to refresh our screens every 30 seconds to try and buy a pack.
Yes. For 8 times MSRP.
Exactly.
And then we're crying as we're handing over our credit card details. Yep.
All right. Good stuff. Well, thank you very much for joining us for this Pokelocked news. We'll be jumping over to our live very shortly. Obviously, you'll be seeing this as a recorded video, but keep an eye out on Thursdays as we will be doing our Pokelocked live challenges. We're currently going through Let's Go Eevee. It's had its ups and downs, that's for sure. Last episode was a bit of a whirlwind.
Big
yeah,
that was a big up. That was a big up.
Yeah, last episode was pretty unreal, to be honest. So I'm not really sure how. Yeah. Let's see how things go today. Karma's going to hit us, Bale.
yeah. The karma train will come rolling in.
Oh, great stuff. All right, well, we'll catch you on the next one.